This recording is brought to you by the Growth Network UK. For more information about how we can help you grow resilient leaders, improve well-being, and prevent burnout for yourself and your school, go to thegrowthnetworkuk.org. This is Teacher Tips number 8, Set Your Objective. At the end of my first year in the classroom, I was exhausted and more than a little despondent following the battles and the overwhelm of the year gone by. That was until a colleague happened to comment that I'd enjoyed a pretty successful first year. Realizing that this was a matter of perspective, I wrote a list of things which had gone well that year. My list demonstrated that my colleague was right. Objectively, the year had been a success. In part, this boiled down to a glass half full, glass half empty issue of perspective. But what I came to realize over time is that unless you set an objective at the start of a year, a term, a week, or even a day, then you will struggle to measure success at the end of it and very likely feel like a failure even when you've achieved a great deal. This, like most things, works just as effectively at home as it does at work. September is often a good time to identify what you want the year to be all about. You may be trying a new technique in the classroom, introducing a new scheme of learning. You might even be building a school. Depending on which it is, setting an objective related to it will enable you both to focus through the year and to enjoy a sense of achievement at the end of it. The reason to do so is that this will not be the only thing you do this year. If you've just received a promotion, for example, the chances are that alongside your new responsibilities, you'll still have most or even all of the old ones. You'll have to teach your timetable as well as take on your new responsibilities. Then, amidst all the chaos that ensues, the chances are that you'll either forget your objective or fail to enjoy what you've achieved, which is probably more than you think. Take exam results, for example. If you have an exam group, then you'll have an idea of what each student should achieve. And when the results come out, you will review them against those expectations and decide on how happy you are with what you have. But what if you had no expectations? Then it would be hard to decide whether the student who'd scraped a pass or the student who got a high grade had done well or underachieved. The same is true in all areas. If your objective for the year is to ensure that the new scheme of learning is written, resourced in everyone's hands before they teach, and at the end of the year, fully in place for the following year, you already have a significant task ahead of you. If you make this your primary objective and give yourself a clear target, e.g., to complete it by the end of the summer half term so it's ready for next year, then A, you are more likely to achieve it, and B, you will appreciate that you did so. This doesn't mean you stop caring about everything else. What it means is that you judge your year on one clear expectation, so when other things go well or badly or threaten to distract your attention, you can remind yourself that even if everything matters, this matters most. If you can hold on to that, then you're more likely to achieve your objective, enjoy that achievement at the end of the year, and have put in place the foundations for the following year. As for the other things that didn't get done, maybe one of them is next year's objective. There's no harm in planning ahead by putting something down for next year. That way, you will not neglect an important task, but wait until the right moment and store up the pleasures of success and progress in the future. At the same time, you will develop the integrity that comes from doing a good job and the dignity that comes from maintaining your margin and completing things sustainably. Thanks for listening to this recording. For more information about how to put these ideas into practice for yourself and your school, visit us at thegrowthnetworkuk.org or follow us on LinkedIn.